Oh, can you, hey, the baby. This is Alashola Omio. I've got my youngest. I love you, sweetie.
Love you.
I love you, baby. I mean, that's my baby. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the cleansing power of salt. Hi everyone. Sorry, hi Musatan, hi baby Shani. Sorry guys, I I came late, and it was just one thing after the other. So sorry, please bear with me, guys. Hello ma, good evening. Adeomoba, lovely to see you, beautiful people. Yeah, I've got a lovely topic here to discuss with you guys. One that I believe is not only us mothers that will be able to take something out of this, including our fathers, everyone, young, old, because it's about protection, isn't it? We all want to, be safe wherever we are, at work, at home, you see. So please, but bear with me, guys. I'm just going to try to share this on my original platform, which is Alashola. I will be with you in a second. Where are we? Oh, sorry, 1 minute. I've actually brought some, stuff that I would like to show you also, because it's always good when, when you do something and if you want to talk about it, to give other people advice, it's always good if you can also share, and let them actually see what you're talking about. So, like I said, I think I've done that now. We're on Alashola. Lovely to see you, wonderful people. Sorry, Nifemi, how are you, baby? Long time. Sorry. I mean, you've been used to my being late all the time now. I'm really sorry. Weekends, what can I do? There's no point in me coming here to apologize anymore. Just bear with me, guys. Like we all know, salt is not just, when we want to cook. That's only what it is for. You can see example of, imagine, sometimes when you go to the beach and then, you can just, you could even smell the air is fresh. There's something powerful about salt that, but you could have all different kind of salt at home. If you don't know, what more you could do with it, then, it's just, you might actually you end up buying something that you've already got at home. It's only because you probably don't know how to mix it together, the steps on what to do, blah, blah, blah. So in this video, that's what I'm going to just try to do, to show us, that this is something that I have in my house as well, that I've got, in my, even my car, just try to sprinkle, a little bit here and there, everywhere that I go. That's just something with me, but it's got its many benefits that I would try to outline here. Hello, Batale. Lovely to see you. Long time. Lovely to see you, wonderful people. Now, I've got a bit of a write-up that I'm going to go through. Then I'll come and show you, because I've got stuff here to show you about the herbs that that I'll be using today. Also, I've got this is sea salt here that I've got to show you, and I've got some. I love my essential oils that goes in it also, but I'll come to those in a minute. But I'm just going to do a bit of intro about salt. He said this for millennium, all over the world, salt has been considered a protective and cleansing agent, both physically and metaphysically. A salt bowl in your home can absorb water, kill bacteria, and much more. Some people like me, and I like some fancy salt lamp. I've got that, in my my bedroom. Just that the normal one that I'm probably going to ask my youngest to bring my down to show you. Gabe, can you please that the salt lamp? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to show you what I'm talking about. The salt lamp by my bedside. That salt lamp. Let me just bring it, please. Yeah, you see, the lamp, the rock.
Right, the big red one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to. So, like, I'm just trying to show you here that that is, if you can afford that, that's great. If not, you know, you don't really need to go to the extent of the reason why I had that, you know, in my bedroom is, you know, I bought it was, I mean, obviously because of the effects of you know, salt, you know, to you know, clear the air, blah blah blah, but also because of the color it would bring once it's on. You know, I'll try when it's on. Just leave it here, baby. No one's going to see you. No, let me just plug it in. I think, yeah. Don't worry. No one's going to see you. Thank you.
All good?
Yes.
Right.
I'm just going to love you more, baby. Sorry, that's my youngest, my Awu. Oh, God. Sorry. I'm going to try to, you know, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is one I actually have in my bedroom, you know. So, but if you don't need to, you know, buy this because of just because I love the color, you know, that, you know, at night, you know, I turn off the light. I don't like to leave the light on, but at the same time, I don't want to play in the dark, so I just sort of turn that on, you know. So anyway, but if you don't have that, a simple bowl filled with salt can do the trick also. You see, so I'm just going to try to do the presentation here. You can go for something plain as this. I use this also. If you have something like this at home, it's great. You don't have to, you know, this is just a simple soup bowl, you know, that you can, you know, and I'm sure we all have, you know, something like this. And, you know, you could choose any color that you want. But for me, you know, personally, when I'm doing something about protection, I like color black, you know, because, you know, it gives that kind of black and white contrast also. And because it's, you know, black is reflective like that, you know, so whatever evil, you know, sort of reverse it, you know. Black is good for stuff like that, you know. That's why sometimes you see when you're doing a protection candle work, you know, so a lot of people, you know, which I do sometimes, you know, use black, you know, for that also. Some people that they want to do a reverse, whatever, someone's done something to you, you want to, you know, give it back, you know, you use black for that, and it's good for protection. So if you have one of these at home, that would do. And I will also recommend using a non-porous bowl. You see, this kind of material is, you know, that there's some bowl that's made of wood. 1 minute, guys. I don't know what my hair is doing in my mouth. I don't know how it got there. Sorry. Anyway, so, you know, it's always good to use something like the ceramic, and then don't use anything, you know, porous. If you're going to leave it outside, in the house, it's probably going to be okay. But if you think that at some point you might want to leave it outside, maybe by, you know, anywhere outside, shed anywhere, use something that's non-porous, you know, use something like this. Now, from here, you now come to choosing your salt. What sort of salt would you want to use? Sorry, what's wrong with this hair? It's all over the place, flipping out. That's what happened when you haven't got your own hair on, you know. Just I tried to look fancy today. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, so bear with me. So, you know, some salt, you know, you can use whatever salt you have in your cupboard. But for me personally, I don't like using the you know, the industrially processed salt. You know, it doesn't feel like natural to me. You know, the one that we use in the kitchen. I also, you know, I try to not use that. But if that's all you've got, you can use that as well. You know, you don't have to. I'm sure that would work also. For me, it just feels mechanical and somewhat lifeless. You know, I love my this is the one that I use. This is salt. You see, you can feel it in your hands. It's natural. It's pure. You know, the energy. You know, it's just that's just me. You know, some people. Some who like some other sort of salt, you know, maybe fancy salt like pink Himalayan salt, you know, diamond crystal salt, Japanese big flake salt, you know, all sort of fancy salt out there, black salt, you know. As long as it's salt and it's your preference, you know, feel free to use that also, you see. But for me, like I said, let me even tell you the story of, you probably are thinking, oh my God, what's Alashola, you know, what she got in her hand? This is a bowl, is an African thing, you know, it's made of clay. You know, I brought it when I, you know, on the trip we went in August. I thought of putting some varnish on it to, or like some paint or something to make it more fanciful, blah blah blah. But I thought, look, I'm just going to leave it like that, because if I then add some paint or varnish, that's going to be like chemical, isn't it? And it's going to probably mess up. I love the fact of it's, you know, it's in its natural state. You know, that's clay, you know, and that's earth, you know. So it's got the power of, you know, the earth there also, you know. So I don't want to mess with nature like that. So that's why, you know, you can, you know, I've still got my black bowl anyway here. But since I came back, this is what I've been using. I mean, I've got quite a bit of this. If anyone want, you know, you can, you know, inbox me or something. You know, probably come to some arrangement for how much I bought it, and I will be happy to ship it over to you. They're really, really nice, actually. I've got one of them that I normally on my altar. I've got this candle holder, you know. But since I came back, I just chucked you know, those to the side, and I've got like 2 of these on my altar, and that's where I put my candle. Oh my God, they look so lovely, and I think it's because of it adds more energy to the candle, you know, whatever it is that you're using it for. Like today, we're using it for salt for protection. Anyway, don't let me get carried away. The next stage, after you've chosen your bowl, you've got, you know, the kind of salt you're going to use. Now the next step is, now I love to add herbs, you know, in anything that I'm doing. I just love, you know, to feel, you know, the natural, you know, I love my essential oil, don't get me wrong, but at this stage there's some people, they will only just add essential oils like that, you know, that are protective. I'll come to, you know, to the list in a minute. But I personally, I will add the herbs. You can see the herbs. The herb that I've got in here, it's you know, feel free to be creative at this stage. You know, as long as the herb you've got is protective, you know, herbs, it will do, you know. So, but you know, you can use something like juniper, cloves, like peppercorn. All of these are in your, you know, in a corner shop somewhere, or Walmart, you know, what have you. You know, my sister, Santa, you that are in the States, and Shawnee, you know, I'm sure, and you know, for the rest of you guys in the States, you know, I'm sure it won't be hard, because it's not hard to find here in UK, you see, and I'm sure the rest of the world is like that also for you guys on YouTube. I mean, they're all just normal daily herbs that we use in cooking, you know, but they're very protective herbs. But if you're like someone like me, you know, because you know, you might want to because I've got, I mean, I'm a herbalist, isn't it? So I've got, you know, quite a collection of a lot of herbs because of the work that I do, you see. So because of that, I'm able to sort of you know, you know, here I've got, for me here, I've got juniper, I've got rue, we all know rue in here, and I've got angelica also. They're very, very strong protective herbs. We just need only a little bit of it, you know. There's not a lot. You can see there's not a lot in here, and it's not all that's in there. Let me just take out my crystal stones, so that I thought I would just so I don't make it too much mess here on this table. That's what I thought I would you know. So so all I've got here now are the herbs. So that's the job that you can see here. That's juniper here, berry, and you've got rue, and I've got angelica. So I've got 3 type, you know, type of herbs, very strong protective herbs here. And you know, if you're someone like me that I love your crystal stones, which I do, and you know, then at this stage we'll also add protective stones. So here I've got a black tourmaline. This is a rough black tourmaline stones. You know, I will add that also. Here I've got and I've got black obsidian. You see, that's a very, you know, obsidian, we all know, very, very protective stone. You know, you reverse, you know, negativity back wherever it's coming from. You know, I've got that here also. And then I've got rose quartz. there's something just about me. Everything I do, I always add my rose quartz in it, you know, because it's love, isn't it? But you try to protect yourself also. But I still want energy of love around my house, around my space, you know. So it's not just all being protective, you know. All you know, still have that. I just want that element of love there in the, you know, in the environment, you know, whatever it is. So I will add crystals, rose quartz there, and then finally, what I've got here is cowries. Oh God, you guys see everything with me has to, you know, cowrie has to be in it, you know. So, you know, it's just something with me, you know, cowrie everywhere. I've got in my neck, I've got all over the place, all over in the house, in the car, you know, because and then, but you know, it's good for evil eye protector also. You protect the, you know, against evil eye. You know, some people may not know that it's quite protective, cowries. You know, they really are, you know. So if you have it in a, even if you don't want to wear it, you could just have one or two in your wallet somewhere, or somewhere around your car, or, you know, just, you know, a pouch that you normally have with you. Add cowries in it also. They're very, very good for that. So I would add cowries. Actually, I added 2 cowries just for safe measure. Anyway, so but like I said, there are a lot of other, you know, protective herbs that you could, like if you have like a bay leaf at home, it's quite protective, you know. So like that's why I say you don't have to go out to buy anything new to do this, you know. You can just use something that you've got in the house. You know, we all have bay leaf for cooking, isn't it? But that's not all that it is. Very protective. Also, you can add that. I haven't got bay leaf here today. Like I said, I've got Angelica and rue and juniper, you know, berry, and because I've got a lot of crystal stones. So that's all the herbs. I've already got three herbs here, so that's enough. But like you said, you could, if you have something like rosemary at home, you know, feel free to use that also. You know, bay leaf, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, very not you know, clove is everywhere. We have in our kitchens and stuff like that. So it's probably just in like 1 or 2 or 3. And if you have more, feel free to do, you know, just be creative. See which herb speaks to you. At this stage, you know, you know, I'm thinking if you're watching this video, if you even bother to spend like a minute to listen to me, then I'm sure you're someone that's, you know, spiritual like that. And I know that if you're someone like that, if you're doing something like this, you know, you know, you would have, you know, this thing is, they will have a way, because they are energy themselves, you know. It will come to you. Oh no, I think I'll just use that one, blah blah blah. So that I'll, you know, use whichever one that comes to you, that speaks to you. You see, so you know, it's all about what you want. You know, that's your space there. You know, so at this also, I would also like. So you see me here now. I'm going to add the herbs. So I've got something like this. You see, I've added the herbs, to the salt. See, so you could see what's come out. Beautiful, actually. Smell really nice. Right. So what I mean, the incense, the essential oil that I'm going to use today is going to be lavender oil. I love my lavender. It's calming, soothing. You know, the old places, and lime. You see, lime is, you know, it's strong, but in a beautiful sort of way. You know, so I'm just gonna. It's not a lot. You know, I'm just gonna have like 2 drops or something, or 1 actually. You see, 1, 2, and that's it. That's okay. For me, if you want to use more, feel free. I mean, it's your. I don't like it when it's too strong. And so this is lavender. I might add like 4. I love my lavender. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Now, for me, I love to use my hands to mix it together. You know, because I could feel the energy. And at this stage, also, you could meditate. You know, you could set your intention, you know, of what you want the salt to do around, maybe your car, in your home. You know, this is when you are mixing it. Oh, guys, I wish you guys are here to smell this. It's lovely. You know, mixture of all these herbs, the stone and the lavender, essential oils, and lime. Oh, guys, I'm really sorry you missed out. I wish I could have a way for you guys to smell this. It's lovely. It's beautiful. You see, And you know, at this stage, you want to, I mean, just because I'm, you know, I'm doing this live. Probably after this video, I'm still gonna, you know, take it to my room and spend more time with it to actually set my intention properly. But I thought I'll bring this here today and show you, you know. But at this stage, that's what you need to do, you know. At this stage, you don't need to just say it out loud, you know. I mean, not like don't want your neighbor or to come and be banging your gate, but at least you want to say it loud, like, you know, or something like, you know, I'll say something like, may this salt, you know, cleanse the energy of my home and protect me from negativity, you know, from all sin and unseen, you know, whatever it is that comes to you, you would want the salt to do for you. This is when you set your intention, you see, and don't feel rushed about it. Just spend time to say it, you know, whatever, you know the situation with you, no one else can say it better for you, you know. So you do that, you know. This is where you say all of that, and then the next stage after here is where you're going to set it out, you know. You need to decide where this is going to be, you know. Some people, it will probably be somewhere near their entrance, the entrance to their, their house, or, you know. And then, you know, some people, you're probably going to be in a corner of a room, as long as it's in that house. It doesn't really matter, but it's about preference, you know. Some people, you will put it by their window. It could be like here, like, you know, windows such as this, you know. Or you could just take your window sill. And also be careful, if you have like a pet at home, you know, you need to be careful where you're going to put it, so that they don't go and, you know, how you know, pets can be, it's a cat and, you know, that dogs, you know, we don't want them to eat it, especially after it's been there a couple of days, because it would have got a lot of you know, absorbed a lot of you know, negative energy. You don't want your pets or your, you know, your children to get into that and you know, have that on them or eat them. No, because after this, you're probably going to dispose it, you know. So even after tonight, I wouldn't want, you know, my children, it's still going to be in the house, you know. Probably I normally leave mine for about a week. Sometimes, you know, you will know when, you know, because you're going to be, if say you put it by your, somewhere by your entrance, not everyone can see it, but you know it's just near the entrance, you know. As you're going out, you're aware of it, you know. You cleanse the energy to clean you, blah blah blah. And also when you think it's done its job, and you know, you will feel it also, you know. For me, I don't know, the way, there's a way that my crystal stone, look at my rose gold, it wouldn't just shine like this anymore. It would look dull, you know. You know, look at this black obsidian, look at it shiny now. After it's ready for me to take it out, it wouldn't be like this anymore. It will have this kind of dull sort of look on it. The salt won't be as this bright shine, you know. The shell, they all look so dull, you know. And you know, you can sense that this is it, you know. You need to dispose them now, you know. It's done its job, you know. At that stage, you need to do another one. Some people, it might be like 2 weeks. Some people, it's probably like a week. Others, you know, it could be like 2 days. It depends on whatever energy that, you know, is managed to absorb. And maybe it's enough, you know, maybe there's a lot of negativity in the air, and it's hard to, you know, quickly absorb that. So you feel this thing and you know, oh, no, you know, we need to, you know, change you now. Thank you, you know, blah, blah, blah. And there's several ways how you can dispose this, you know. 1 minute, please. I just like to put points down, you know, so I don't miss anything out, you know. Is your home, yeah. Also, you could say, some people, you know, have like on your carpet, you could like sprinkle, you know, on your carpet, you know, around whatever it is you have carpet, you know. And maybe your living room, you know, any of the rooms, and just sprinkle it there and leave it for an hour. Just leave it for 1 hour, you know. And then after that, you go and vacuum, you know, vacuum the place, you know. Leave, but when you sprinkle it, open the window and then leave it for an hour. And after that, you know, you would have, you know, taken out whatever it is that's, you know, negative, that's not good, you know. And then you can vacuum it. So you can use it that way also. You know, don't let it out because of your pets. Like I said, you know, be careful where you're going to put this, you know. When the energy, you know, is you know, it's done its job, you can get rid of it. For me, I just normally just, you know, obviously I will take out my stones, you know, and my cowrie. I'll take out my cowries and my stones, And the rest, I would, thank the herbs, the universe for, blessing me, like this. And I normally just, toss it in the trash. And that's it. It's done its job, So, and for me, if I want to use this bowl again, I would just sage it. I would normally just, because I mean, normally I burn candle incense every day. So I'll just sage, sage the bowl again, just make sure it's clean, no energy that's negative is left hanging on there. And then it's ready for me to be used next time, you see. So this is a really, really, I thought I'd bring this here, today to talk about this and how we can, all this stuff, they're really, really good. You wouldn't believe, what they do, because there's a lot of, I mean, if you're a spiritual being, there's a lot of energy around. They're not, some are directed at us, some we know, we can feel it, maybe ways stuff are going around. Some we might not even know, but it's always good to have something like this, around your home, your space, maybe your office. You have like office. You can, you don't need to use something as big as this. You could get even something smaller than this, and just put there and then just leave it there. You wouldn't believe it'll clear the hair. Everything is fresh. When it's fresh and clean, negativity cannot. It won't hang around. You see, it will not hang around. So that's all we're going to be talking about today, my beautiful people. I was going to come here and talk about Orisha, but the way I run these things that, I just sort of, when you are someone that's your intuition that, is the one that, drives, sort of tell you stuff. It just says, no, go out there and talk about protection, I don't know why. And I was going to talk about Osoin, I'll probably, do that next week. But maybe someone out there needed this. I don't know. I just thought, maybe I'll come out, say go out there, do something about protection. You see, about protection of the house, of our space, where we, it's always good when we have protection for ourselves. We have different of amulets, we have a spiritual bath, all sort of beads, what have you. To protect ourselves, but about our space, our surroundings, especially, and most of the time we're not the one that's only living there. We have children, we have husband and wives, and families, that we live together. Even if those other people come and visit, whichever energy they're bringing, you don't know, they're going to bring that there. You don't, whatever, if it's good energy, if it's bad energy, you don't want them living that in your house. You want them to take that bad energy with them when they are leaving. So not to come and drop it, in your house or in your space, you see. So when you have all of this, this sort of make that, it makes that happen, So, guys, that's all I'm going to be talking about today. My wonderful people, next week, I've got I'll see if how things go, because I plan to talk about the Orishas, but there's this topic I've been wanting. I also want to talk about. Also, it's about what we call about spells, and then we talk about rituals and practices. There's a lot of mixed up around that. That I've thought that I will come out here and sort of break it down. So we, like, okay, example is some, when we are burning our candles, or when you are someone that's Orisha Oshun like me, or you have Ajay, and you want to normally feed my Orishas on Saturdays, and okay, what was it? What is it that I'm actually doing at that process? Is it the same thing as in when I'm burning my candles? Is it the same thing as in when I'm having reading with my Eri logo or my pendulum or my tarot cards? Is it the same thing? When I'm calling the deity, I mentioned that, or when I'm doing something like this? Because we all call it spiritual, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff where it's, I'm spiritual, I'm a spiritual being. Okay, what am I doing is spiritual. Well, I'm burning my candle. What is it? Is spiritual. Well, what is it exactly? You see, so that is what I will probably come next week to break that down. And then what are rituals, what are spells and practices, and I'll give a lot of examples also, and I'll bring stuff here to come and show you as well. So that when we are doing these things, we're sure of what we are doing, and the intention, our desired outcome of what we want, why we're doing what we are doing. You see, so that would be next week. That is, if the Orishas didn't come in first. Like I said today, I was meant to come and talk about the Orishas, but it says no, go there and talk about protection. So whichever way it is, if it's the Orishas, if it's about spells, ritual, and practices, they're all, I can promise you, they're going to be lovely topic. It's something that we all can take with us. Knowledge is power, isn't it? Whatever the one we learn this life. I remember my granddad, blessed memory. There was a time we went on holiday. My eldest was about it was about 5 or something. We went to Africa, and then my youngest was saying something to my granddad, and then and I said, and then my granddad said, no. So listen, I said, I was telling him, what could you be saying? Listen, he was sort of like arguing with his granddad, and I wanted to just, how kids can do. And my granddad said, no, leave him alone. That no matter how old you are, you will never stop learning, because this young man here. Oh, 1 minute. Hello, lady. Mo ṣe wà lórí live chat lọ́wọ́. Mo sọ fún ẹ now. Yeah, mo ṣe live chat lọ́wọ́, mo wà lórí dákà ló wà mo ń sìn, you see me. Mo ṣe wà lórí live chat. Jẹ́ kí n ṣe tán. Line ẹ̀gbọ́n ló ń kọ. Sorry about that. See, so as I was saying that, knowledge is power. That I shouldn't rebuke him to, because whatever he is, he's trying to correct him. He's a young man or 5-year-old. And my granddad at that time, he must have been about 90, I think 91 or something, So, but even at that age, he was able to, he said to me, Shaz, that's what he calls me, that, that you no matter what age you are, you never stop learning. Live, my young, handsome young man here, just I'm listening, my darling. You see, so you can imagine how that was, So that is just, the way it, whatever it is, even if it's something that you already know, it wouldn't hurt to, have someone else, share their own experience or, or the way they do that thing. You only just, reaffirm what you already know, isn't it? See, so it's wonderful to have you got, lovely people here. And Shawnee, I would probably, if I can't call you today, we'll do tomorrow about the pendulum. Okay, baby? I will take you through. Don't worry, baby. It's lovely having you guys here. Each time I come on Alashala and you guys on YouTube, be wonderful, great. And next week, I'm probably going to do, as I'm going live here, I'm probably going to share my Instagram also. I've never actually done, Instagram live there, but I don't know. I probably will, do that next week. But I will, the main chat will be here on Alashala anyway. So lovely having you guys here. I see guys are aware that I'm a spiritualist, whatever it is that you're going through, contact us here at Alashala. We have Ifa Pele, we use that for divination. And I also have Erin Dilogun, she's told me to, to use that well. Whatever it is, any junction you are in life, give us a shout here. These tools are there to guide us, so that we like when you have a gun in your hand, you have bullets. I don't mean to, it's just like a metaphor here. And those are powerful tools, isn't it? But when you have all these tools with you, and if you don't know how to use it properly, they're useless, isn't it? If you have a gun and a bullet, and you're just shooting around randomly, before you know, you're going to run out of bullets, and maybe that's when the thing that you actually needed that gun for will now show up. You would have wasted all your bullets, isn't it? You see, but if you know how to aim properly, you actually know what you are looking for. You know how to aim, and you just fire. It's probably just going to need one bullet. So you're going to save the rest of your bullets. I'm not saying you guys should go and buy a gun and a bullet. I'm just using that as a, figure speech. So this is what these tools are there for. So whatever it is, whatever you are in life, give us a shout here at Alashala. If you have general life stagnancy, private life not doing well, your professional life is not, all at standstill, give us a shout at Alashala. If you have slow business, unemployment issue, you have business, customers aren't coming, there are a way about it. Give us a shout here at Alashala. And if you have marital issues, love matters not going well, the men will come, next day they are gone, maybe the women will come, and then, after dinner, Tara, you don't get to see them anymore. Court case issues, whatever it is, general health issues, one-to-one counseling, give us a shout here at Alashala. The universe has been so great to us. It has blessed us immensely, and then if we, choose not to put that, work with the energy. I don't like the word used, we don't get to use each other. We work together, to achieve whatever it is, the desired outcome, then that's up to us. The universe has been there, it's been wonderful to us, it has blessed us, So for the time while we're going to be here, to make the journey worthwhile, you see. So it's wonderful while having you guys here. And I will see you next week, Saturday. So enjoy have a lovely week ahead. And then, I will see you on Saturday. I promise it won't be Sunday. I love you. Bye. Love you, love you, love you.